Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Raven, also known as Gorgeous Gold. I like to begin this video by saying thank you so much to anybody whatsoever who has supported me. I appreciate y'all more than you'll ever understand. If you are new to this channel and this message resonates, then hit that subscribe button. I'm coming on tonight to do the Sagittarius weekly energy update. So yeah, we're just gonna check out what's going on with y'all for this week. With that being said, I'd like to go ahead and get started. I'd like to ask the universe to place a bubble around me and anyone tuning into this video. Fill it with bright white lights, 3 golden rings, and violet flames. May it shine so bright that nothing negative may ever attach. This is meant to resonate with Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is a general reading, so it can apply to like any area of your life. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And you should go check out the other elements of your chart. Okay, we'll go ahead and start it. Sagittarius. Ooh, the full first card. New beginning, 0. I love that number. 6 of Swords, 4 of Wands. The 2 of Cups, the Hermit, and then we're going to get one more card for the overall outcome. The 10 of Wands. Wow. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. I'm super thirsty. All right, Sagittarius. We have this week beginning with the Fool. The Fool is all about new beginnings, taking a leap of faith, going out on a limb. There's some idea, some thought. For some of you guys, I feel like you've had the same idea for a long time, and now is the time for you to take the risk. This week, there's going to be some kind of opportunity that is presented to you that allows you to explore whatever this is for you in a deeper way. So if you're thinking about this business idea, you're going to run into somebody at the store that randomly is advertising or doing the same thing that you want to do. And then you're going to get that person's contact information. And then from there, things are just going to spread. So be on the lookout, because this week you're being called to take a leap of faith. That is what this whole week is. I know that this is your outcome for the week, but this is your overall energy. I get the messages, take a leap of faith. The reason that the 10 of Wands is in your outcome is because if you are afraid, and if you are stuck in negative energy, and if you're stuck in your fears or in your doubts and letting everything but what needs to serve you and what needs to be a part of your life, if you're not going in that way and going in the correct direction for your heart, this is saying that this is what you're going to fall into. The 10 of Wands, which is anxiety, depression, lying to yourself, being afraid and lying to yourself. This is not where you want to end up, Sagittarius. So we're going to get some advice and some guidance for you guys to avoid this 10 of Wands. And I normally don't even like to read the outcome at the beginning of the reading, but you guys, things are going to flow the way that they flow, because I'm an intuitive reader. So as it comes out, that's how it's going to come out. The 6 of Swords is here this week to say that you've been on battlegrounds with yourself, with others. It feels like you've had to live your life pretty much with a wall surrounding you and always on the defense. So therefore, you were never really able to find balance or set healthy boundaries, because you were in a state of being on the defense and trying to basically make up for what you were doing by buying people things, or by, I don't know, making up for it in other ways. So you weren't opening up to people, but you would avoid having to open up because you'd buy them gifts, or you would tell them they're beautiful, like talk about shallow things to avoid ever really having to feel again, to get hurt, to get heartbroken, to be scared. For some of you guys, this is in regards to a relationship, to a romantic relationship, I should say. But this is saying that guards are falling down now. You can no longer shield yourself, because the more you let these swords fall and the more you step into a new energy that better serves you, the more possibilities open up and the more you live a life that is heart-centered instead of fear-based, because we act in two emotions, love or fear. And fear is any emotion that is scared. It is any emotion, obviously, is any emotion that is angry. Anything that is not aligned with happiness, joy, and the frequency of love is aligned with the frequency of fear. You've lived in a frequency of fear, and now that frequency no longer serves you. Taking this leap of faith is in all areas of life. You're called right now to do something different than you've ever done it before. Do something completely different than what you have done before. It's time for you to be open to the possibilities that are coming into your life, around you. Pay attention. There are possibilities coming in. There are messages coming in. There is clarity coming in. And like I said, for some of you, straight up, this is a romantic relationship. For others of you, this is literally just aligning with something that is divinely meant for you. So if this is a relationship, this is a relationship that is divinely meant for you. It's going to enlighten you and it's going to help you grow, but you have to be willing to let your guard down completely and be open to all possibilities. You have to stand in your truth, basically, for this to work for you. You can't have a new beginning built on lies or built on secrets or built on hiding yourself or hiding your truth or hiding your feelings. So that is why you're being called now to lay those swords to rest. You want to bring in balance, and you want to bring in the thing that's going to be your unlimited happiness, the thing that's going to match your frequency, because that is what the Two of Cups is. Something that matches your cup. Your cup is just as full as that cup. Those two cups come together. They are both full. So if that's a relationship, that is two whole people coming together. If this is a job that is aligned for you. It feels like the universe came down, made a blueprint of your personality in your life, and then created a job. That's what this job would feel like. It's as if your higher self made you walk into that building and apply. You know why? Because they did. This is aligned with you. It's time. It's time to take a risk. It's time to take a leap of faith. Whatever you were thinking about doing, you've been in the hermit for too long. It's nice to be in the hermit. Don't get me wrong. Hermit energy is amazing, but it is time for you to come out of it, because if you don't, you're going to end up here, because this is what staying in the hermit energy too much attracts. Negative energy, negative thoughts. If you think on something too much, you will find something wrong. Guaranteed. Anytime you can talk yourself out of anything if you think about it too long. You can find at least 5 reasons not to do something if you think about it too long. And you know what? The reason that something pops into your mind as often as it does, and the reason that when it does pop into your mind, you feel with every part of your being that it is true, that it is meant for you, you can't ignore that. You can't sit in the hermit and ponder and keep saying, oh yeah, blah, 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 this can happen, or this can happen, or this can happen. Like, you will always think of a reason why something won't work, but follow the one reason that it will. When it lights your heart up, follow the one reason that it will work. It's just time to come out of this hermit. You don't need to be worried about anxiety, depression, fear, divorce, separation, whatever this is old paradigms and wounding and mindsets and past experiences that have happened that have left you. Honestly, some people that I'm reading for can have PTSD. And that is what this is about. And I realize PTSD and mental illnesses are all serious, guys. I have PTSD of abandonment. So I understand PTSD, but I also understand that you are able to overcome it. And I say that with much love because I've done it myself. Everything that I speak on this channel, I wouldn't say if I hadn't done it myself or if I didn't truly 100% believe. I don't spread messages that I don't feel. So I'm sorry for anyone that I trigger, but I'm going to always be honest because this is meant to bring enlightenment and growth. And to be enlightened and to grow, you have to be told and you have to be shown the signs and shown, confirmation that this is the way that the universe works. You can't sit here anymore. This cannot have control over your life. Trust me, I know what it feels like to go in a room and want to stand in the furthest corner. because you have anxiety, or you feel socially awkward, or you think everybody in that room is judging you. You think that, oh my goodness, if I make one wrong step, this person's going to make fun of me and then I'm going to ruin this for the rest of my life. Like, I know what that feels like personally. But I also know how it feels to live a life like that. That is not a life of happiness. That is a life of fear and hiding. Who wants to keep hiding in your own life? And then you wake up one day and everything's passing you by. It's time for you to take a leap of faith. It is time for you to go out on a limb and do something different than you've ever done before. We're going to get some clarification cards. The Fool. Clarity for the Fool. Wow, 7 of Cups is falling out right away. 6 of Swords. The Death card. And the Mother of Swords. Of course she's here. I love this. 4 of Wands. The High Priestess. Wow. Sagittarius. I can't make this up. 2 of Cups. What was that? I'm not going to take it. It didn't flip all the way. If it's supposed to come out, it will come out. Yep, it wanted to come out. 7 of Swords is the 2 of Cups. Clarity. The Hermit. Two of Pentacles. And one more card for the 10 of Swords. And just scoot those up some. Or the 10 of Wands, not 10 of Swords. 10 of Wands, clarity for the 10 of Wands. Wow. I'm going to take all 3. We have 3 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and the Emperor. Oh, wow. I love this. Okay, guys. The 7 of Cups came out to clarify the Fool. This is straightforward. This is saying that you have to make the decision to go out and take a risk, take a leap of faith. You have been indecisive about everything, and everyone else has always led your life. Everyone else has always told you what to do. Everyone else has always told you, oh, don't do this and that. Now is the time for you to pay attention and pick something that's going to bring you a new day. Use your intuition for something that is going to bring you to a new day. You have to make the decision to take a risk. Go out on a limb. Take a leap of faith. That is what this is all about, taking a leap of faith. The Mother of Swords clarifies the 6 of Swords and the Death card. Guys, I love this. This is saying that you need to transform this old stuff. I told you, it is time for you to let this go. Get in alignment with your truth. Intuitively, you know all of this, and that means from your heart. Your heart feels what is time to be released. Your heart feels that this time it is different and that it is safe. But you have to be willing to stand in that truth and transform. Death, the death of the old you. And you're growing and you're stepping into something new. You are transforming. You are not going to look like the person that you did probably for this whole lifetime. Who you are becoming is more in alignment with your truth than anything you have ever experienced before. And that is why you are afraid. That is why fear is going to try to pop up. That is why you're trying so hard to stay in this hermit mode. Because it's scary to come out and know that this is what is waiting. And it's not death to get afraid of it. Death is transformation, guys. Death is opening up and awakening to your new life, your new being, who you are, your soul's purpose, your soul's truth. That is what this is all about. We are all on this journey to do things differently. We are all on this journey to experience a new life. And now you are here. You are at a crossroads, and it is time for you to make the decision that is intuitively in your brain. We have the High Priestess coming out to clarify the 4 of Wands. That is what I just said. Whatever this risk is, this leap of faith, this is something that you know. The High Priestess is not afraid because she knows she is a master manifester. So therefore, whatever this is for you, you know that the possibilities are going to be endless, and you know that you can continue to manifest more possibilities when you transform. You know, you've experienced what transformation can do. Even if you just make one subtle change, you can notice that things in your life fall in a different direction just from one subtle change. So imagine allowing all of those things that no longer serve you to be gone. And then you can have your full power to stand in the high priestess energy. You can literally be in an all-knowing inner strength, using intuition to lead your life. You will never go wrong. You will always end up in the right place at the right time. And everybody will always say, oh, she's so lucky. He's so lucky. No, it's not luck. It's intuition. This is the life we're supposed to live. We're all supposed to be able to follow our intuition to end up at the right place at the right time. But the problem is our intuition speaks to us and then we ignore it. We say, oh no, the universe comes to you, or your higher self comes to you and it says, hey, instead of taking 8th Street to work today, how about you take Kellogg? And you just know. But you don't. You take 8th Street and you missed out. On Kellogg, they were throwing money bags off the bridge. Somebody had money that they just wanted to donate, and they were throwing it off the bridge. But because you took 8th Street to work the same old way, because that's what you know, you missed it. So it's your time now to make a decision to do something different and live life based on your intuition, because that's going to lead you to the most possibilities. The 2 of Cups is clarified by the 7 of Swords. For those of you guys that I said this is a divine relationship that I'm talking to you about, you are finding reasons right now to lie to yourself and keep yourself hid. You are finding reasons right now to pull your energy back and to pull yourself away from this. You are finding little reasons now to lie to yourself and to let the fears try to come back in and control you. That's all this is. I'm trying to tell you that whatever this 2 of Cups is literally aligned with you. And if in your heart, your intuition is telling you that somebody is lying to you, then that means that you're lying to yourself by staying. But I don't feel that energy. For some of you guys, that might resonate. But for majority of you, I feel like you are the one lying to yourself about this 2 of Cups because you're afraid. We even have the 3 of Swords coming out. Heartbreak. You've been through this before. You've been scarred before. PTSD. This is like deep wounding. That's what this is. So you want to stay in the Hermit energy for as long as possible because in your mind you feel balanced. But I'm telling you that moving out of the Hermit energy is what brings you transformation and what brings you balance. What brings you this transformation. Literally, the Death card is here. The 2 of Pentacles is here. I feel like this is just transformation and balance. It's only you that can make the decision. Do you want to live? Do you want to live in the 10 of Wands anymore and in the 3 of Swords and letting fear and anxiety and past wounding, past lessons be the determining factor? Do you want to move forward in the Emperor energy? So strong in your fucking faith for who you are that nothing gets in your way anymore. You can't help but to get into this High Priestess energy because you are so strong and in your energy and in your faith and in your strength that nothing is going to tear you down. You can't even be afraid because the 3 of Swords, this is heavy. These are burdens. These are things that are trying to break you right now. So you got to make the decision. Do you want to let them break you or do you want to be strong? When the roots are deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. I've said this before on this channel. That is one of my favorite quotes. The 3 of Swords is pain. Now, I am not by any means, like I said, downplaying any mental illnesses or pain. Pain is a feeling that cannot be ignored. Pain cannot be ignored. It is there. But if you let pain rule your life, that is all that will ever come to you is pain, because that is the frequency that you will forever be aligned with. Pain. If you always think that every relationship is going to end in a heartbreak, then eventually you're going to keep finding reasons for every relationship to end in a heartbreak, because that is the frequency that you are aligned with. For some of you guys, you've done the same shit over and over and over again. Look back at all of your relationships and see one common pattern of something that you've done and change it. Do the complete opposite. Look back at your money situation and think about shit you've always done. And do the complete opposite. Obviously, what you have been doing and what you've continued to do for years or whatever amount of time is not working. So move on and let it go. It cannot be a part of your life anymore because it doesn't serve you. It's not meant for your highest good. Sagittarius, it's just time for you now to stand in a space of clarity and to stand in a space of strength and support. And supporting yourself, most importantly, and stop letting other people lead your life. Every one of us can hear that. Because at once upon a time, at any point in our lives, we have let somebody else lead us into doing something that we knew wasn't for our highest good. And in the end, how did it work out for you? So why would you do it again? Insanity, doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. That's literally insane. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. I need an Isis oracle for Sagittarius. Let's see if one's just gonna flip. Oh, I think this is it. Portal of light. It is only in the this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are being conscious on levels beyond the physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space and to allow your sense of self to expand. It is safe for you to do this now. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual growth. You are not leaving your earthly awareness. You are instead adding to it. You are growing in power and awareness. You have had breakthrough insights where you realize that you are not who you thought you were. You are in fact a much vaster being. Sometimes this was shocking and uncomfortable and difficult to accept. At other times it was gentle and made much sense to you. You are learning to integrate this awareness of your vast self into your life. The practical consequences of doing so are extraordinary. To live with less and less fear and insecurity. To become more detached and more passionate, more loving and less demanding, to need less and receive more, to feel more joy and exert less force to attain it. Such wonderful gifts await you. You also become capable of exerting healing influence beyond time and space, which means being able to help free yourself and others if you choose to share your healing gifts. You can learn to create freedom from trauma, attachment, history, and any other situation that may drain life force and distract from divine love, no matter whether occurring in this or any other lifetime. Isis guides you to powers and abilities to heal that are beyond time and space. It starts with the realization that what has happened in the past has power over you only to the extent that you allow it. The portal of light is being opened to you now to travel through time and space to release the past, to open up to a future bright, and to call for more power in the present moment. Once you have done this for yourself, if you are guided into the healing path, then you can share this with others. Be guided by the loving blessings of Isis to assist you in this sacred interdimensional travel now for healing and understanding, more growth and peace. The oracle of the portal of light also brings special guidance that a phase of time or experience is over, and a new cycle and a higher vibrational turn of the spiral is beginning. So prepare to ascend. Expect things to become lighter, freer, and faster moving in your life, even perhaps whilst you appear to be more surrendered and more peaceful within yourself. Sagittarius, I can't make that up. That card literally just summed up our whole reading in a matter of a few words. So I'm going to leave it at that. I love you guys. I'm sending you so much positive energy and just loving thoughts. Mwah. Thank you so much for your support.